Hey everybody, it's Book Talk with Kay, Diesel Dub, Life with Laya, and Indiana Joe. Sorry guys, I gotta work on your names.
Hola.
Hey y'all.
Hello.
So tonight we want to talk about tropes and what does that mean for somebody that doesn't know what a trope is.
Like me.
Or me.
Kayla said it was enemies to lovers.
The
One of the tropes, yeah.
Oh, that's an example.
Yeah.
the definition says in literature, it's something reoccurring across a genre or type of literature, such as the mad scientist of horror movies or Once Upon a Time as an introduction to fairy tales, similar to the archetype and cliche, but not necessarily a pejorative.
So it's like a reoccurring theme.
That sounds about right.
Well, you have your tropes like that, and that's how people figure out whether the book is an enemies to lovers, friends to lovers, straight up horror. Even in horror, you have your tropes. Look at Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula. That was a stalker because he kind of stalked her.
The billionaire.
We read The Night Butcher. Kay and I read The Night Butcher. That's a tromance.
Okay.
And it's also a friends to lover.
A romance? Is that what you said?
It's like
Yes,
trauma.
it's a trauma romance.
Huh. I'm learning all kinds of stuff already.
That one's kind of a new one.
Oh, love triangles.
Mm-hmm. And then you have
well,
your cinnamon roll.
The what?
Which I cannot get over cinnamon roll.
Your cinnamon roll is a sweet and spicy.
Okay.
Right. Sweet and
These
spicy.
are all these words that I see in these TikToks that I have no idea what they mean, like forced
So-
proximity and
Yeah. Those are like your ones where your bully romances in like school or whatever, where they have to be close to each other, but
Yeah. Like Brina Kent writes Bully College Romance.
Zodiac Academy.
okay, yeah.
Another Bully College Romance. Also Enemies to Lover.
I'm getting kind of sick of enemies to lovers.
What?
Deb.
That's where I'm on the opposite side. I like the enemies to lovers because a lot of times you have the banter, you have your smart aleck, you have all the funness, and in the end, they have so much spice that their love life is explosive.
I get too impatient. There's like 6 chapters of like, just do it already.
Yep.
Well, then you need a straight into it. It can still be enemies to lovers, but you want them to get to the point.
World building.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Quit buying 12,000 word books and get like 500.
True.
Or 300.
Yeah.
A lot of your smaller books, your 300-page books, they are quick and to the point. They hate each other. They have great hate, excuse my language, they have great hate sex. Come to find out they're actually really compatible. Next thing you know, they're bantering, they're bickering, they're doing all the stuff, but they figure out they love each other and hate each other at the same time.
Hmm.
And they still have the explosive sex.
Sounds so good.
A lot of times with these tropes, there's a template these authors have to follow, which is what makes the book, which is where it can make things on the boring side.
I just read a lot of them, but they seem the same.
Yep. They're following a template.
Oh, I didn't know that.
and certain books you have to follow.
Why? Who
Yeah,
says?
is that their choice or just helps them write?
It's, y'all all watched Hallmark, right?
Yes.
I try not to.
I
But
do,
we've all
princess.
seen Hallmark. And it's all the same thing. It's boy meets girl. It could be enemies, it could be friends, but boy meets girl. Boy does something wrong. Girl's like, I'm not talking to you. During that time, girl does something. There's a huge misunderstanding. Everybody's fighting. And then all of a sudden, oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. Let's get together and be
Everybody.
happily ever after. And that's a Hallmark movie. So that's the template a lot of your things have to go by. There has to be boy meet girl, or a meet cute. Then there has to be some kind of altercation so they can get back together and be happily ever after.
But isn't most books like that? Like you start off and you meet someone, you have chemistry with them, you either fall madly in love and work it out, but there's always a conflict, and then you always find your way back to each other for the most part.
All romance are like that, but there's different ways to go about it. Like, example, JJ's book. The conflict was more, other than the anger that the male MC had, the conflict was the night butcher.
Well, yeah, that's true. You
So the
mean,
conflict in like your contemporary romance, which is a lot of your friends to lovers, or a light enemy to lover, is something that happened within the couple.
Within the what?
Within the couple's stuff.
Oh.
So it's between the male main character and the female main character. Some woman came in and was like, oh, well, I'm his girlfriend, or we're engaged and you stepped in. And they're not engaged. It was just because somebody was being spiky.
Yikes. I don't like those characters.
Oh, I don't know. But it gives something to build a plot around.
so as a reader, how important is it to know what the trope is before you pick up a book?
It's pretty important if you're looking for something particular you want to read, right?
For me, it's a type of book. Like, I don't want, for me, I like the enemies to lovers because they don't tend to be, but I need some kind of like hardcore drama stuff going on because I need to be able to stay in the book.
Yeah. Hold your attention.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's a name for that.
Dark romance. That's the name for it. I don't read contemporary. That's why I don't read a lot of contemporary romance because it is it's a Hallmark. I don't do Hallmark
There's got to be
unless
some
it's
killing
different.
going on.
Well,
I
for
like
me, sorry, go ahead.
I like the trauma and things.
For me, I don't really pay attention to the trope. I go with the storyline, and then I guess I kind of automatically know what the trope is, I guess.
The trope seems to be like a trend. Do you know what I mean? Like the word trope or whatever this thing is, this trope seems to be like a fashion trend in the book community. To me, in my brain, how I'm using it, how I see it.
Like what's
So
popular at the moment?
Because before it was called a trope, what was what we're talking about? It was a genre, maybe.
a lot of times, yes, because like you have your straight up horror, you have your dark romance. So a lot of people want to go a little further into it because they don't. In dark romance, I don't want a friends to lover. So I do look for certain things. So they're looking for the subgenre is kind of what they're doing. They're looking at your regular genre. Okay, cool. It's a dark romance. I'm going to read something that has it's a dark romance. It sets in a college. Cool. What am I reading? Am I reading a bully romance? Am I reading an enemies to lover? Am I reading a friends to lover? Because some college romance is friends to lover, or it's the contemporary romance where it's football player meets band nerd. I say that lovingly. I was a band nerd. Just I had to put that out. I was a band nerd. I say it lovingly. I own that title very well. But so some readers, I guess, a lot of people say the plot. Well, the plot is that trope.
That's true.
And so if you are not like me, where you don't buy a book based on the cover, you're going to read the back end of it and be like, okay, book I have in hand. What if you lost everything in the world turned against you? What if you had the power to make a difference? So this one's world building is probably more dystopian, which is not so much a trope, but it doesn't tell me a lot. But again, I bought this book based on the cover.
Do you think dystopian's more of a genre?
Dystopian is definitely a drama. A lot of people find dystopian. Okay, so dystopian is something you either love or you hate. Hunger Games, that's dystopian.
So basically, like a fictitious world they build is a dystopian.
Dystopian is the world fell apart. So the world we know with the trees and the houses and, New York City looking like New York City or Houston looking like Houston, it's all fallen apart. Something happened. Radioactive something happened. Or there was enough wars where we just tore ourselves apart. Something like that. So
Yeah,
it's,
that's what I'm thinking. Like zombie apocalypse or something.
yeah. Something happened. And now we're coming and we're building, and with the Hunger Games, they have different districts that did different things. With Divergent, kind of same thing, except for much more action on it. There was another book series I just recently read. I forgot what it was now. That was like that. So it's a futuristic look of the world. Oh, Leone Yuki's books, Dumb City.
Oh. So what's everybody's favorite trope?
Well, now that I know what that means, I don't really know.
I mean, I definitely think that
pick
enemies to
one.
lovers is definitely right now a favorite of mine.
That seems like it's in every book I've read lately for the last 2 months.
Yeah.
I probably read like 3 or 4 books a week.
Read the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. It's cute.
That's a Hallmark movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't like
Or
it.
Gilmore
If
Girls.
nobody dies, I don't want to read it.
Did you? I mean, there's suspense. She thinks she's being stalked.
Oh.
I think mine would be Reverse Harem or Enemies to Lovers.
Still not read one of those. Even though.
You haven't read a Reverse Harem yet?
No.
Girl.
What is it?
Racing Zodiac Academy. That's got all your action in it, and Reverse Harem, or there's another one. I just read recently, or I say recently, it was in last year, by Jay Bree. Reverse Harem is one girl, many guys.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So there was.
The one with Jay Bree is like 5 guys.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
It's very interesting.
Really.
Oh my god.
Listen, don't just.
No judging.
I know, no judgment, no judgment, no judgment.
We listen and we don't judge.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
Oh my god, what?
So, but yeah, if you want like the action and stuff like that, I found like for me, I like the bully romance. I like the stalker romance. If I'm going to stick to the romance stuff, I need to have edgy.
I'm okay with a little edge as long as as long as it's got a happy ending.
So there's a little hanging cover?
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
So what started my reverse harem days was the Kings of Quarantine. That's what got me into reverse harems, which was like an adult version of Zodiac Academy, kind of.
I still haven't read Zodiac Academy, but you just said adult version of Zodiac Academy?
Well, they're younger in Zodiac Academy. Like, they're still,
They're college.
yeah, they're still
Age.
like young adults, but like,
It's definitely not a coming of age story though.
no.
Young and dumb.
I did read The Wolf King, Joe.
Wow, I'm glad you read it.
I did.
Did you enjoy it?
It was okay. I didn't listen to it, but I did read that in the second book.
Shawnee's just like dreamy.
I think she's going to end up with Blake, not Callum.
Interesting.
Look at you being all aloof. So proud of you.
Oh, am I really? What?
Yeah,
That's
I've got
not
a
normal.
meeting. I'd be like, no, you're wrong. I cannot keep a secret to save my life.
Is there a third book?
I think that there is a third book coming out, but it's not out yet.
Yeah. Yeah, the second book. Have you read it?
It's on my
list?
yeah. Right now I'm on A City of Gods and Monsters, and it's so good. Jonah just listened to On Wings of Blood. I think.
Yeah.
See, I haven't started that one yet because it's not finished.
I didn't know it wasn't finished. I stupidly did on the thing you might like, and I was like, it played the first 30 seconds of the audio book, and I was like, ooh, I like that. So done.
See, I've been researching them first.
Smart.
Because that drives me nuts.
Very smart. I'm on Enchantra, the second book of.
That one's not finished yet, is it? Is it?
Phantasma Enchantress.
Yeah.
I don't know if there'll be a third one.
It's good.
If it is, I don't think it'll be like the same. It's like a spinoff.
Yeah.
I'm reading the Gods and Monsters series.
I love that we were so close.
Book of Azrael or whatever.
I read that one. Loved it.
That's the one I finally listened to an audiobook because I drove to Ohio over the weekend and I had 4 hours there. So I listened to the second book as an audiobook. Kind of drove me crazy because I can read faster than listening to it.
Yeah.
I have to turn it up as high as I can without the silent chipmunks.
I'm on the third book now. Finally, the last one.
So with the book you're currently reading, Kay, what would be the trope for that?
Enemies to lovers, kind of. So they have different groups of people. I don't want to give too much away because I know you'll love it if you listen to it. they have different groups of people. These one group is like a little protector gang, or they do bad things, but he doesn't like what he got hired to do. So instead of doing bad, he decided he's going to protect the person he's supposed to be turning in. And they butt heads. Like, they just have a lot of chemistry where they argue all the time for just to argue. But like,
That's
they
such a
don't
turn
hate
on.
each other. They're like instantly attracted to each other. And
Laya, how about you? What about your book?
I had to start a book. I finished the Lord series a little earlier, and then I took a nap. So
You need a nap after that series. God, that is like legit hands down my favorite series. I will hands down my favorite.
it was good.
And
I have to Google it now.
Hayden is my absolute favorite because he is so selfless and loving, and he just never would have freaking known it.
you guys need to read the Bonds That Bind Us or something like that series.
I've seen that
I read that
one.
series.
It's on my list, I think.
You didn't
I
like
read
it,
that
though?
series in 3 days.
Yeah, it's good.
So what about you, Deb? What would your book
Well,
be?
it's
What would its trope?
obviously enemies to lovers.
Mm-hmm.
There's this big gods war that happened thousands of years ago. There's one god left. They battled these monsters, and they're destined to fight and kill each other, but they end up bonding and trying to make it work. The God King is overthrown, and now they're working to get everybody back together and his rule secured with her by his side. And she is like the villain, the destroyer. Like, I love books with a female character that is
A villain.
badass and a villain. Like,
Mhm.
he's the nice, sweet one, and she's the villain. I love that. I don't like the books where they gotta find the man who shows them their worth and makes them
Yeah.
confident in themselves so they can be something. I like the ones where the woman's just like, I know what I can do. Get out of my way.
You read the Madison series?
Uh-uh. So it's definitely enemies to lovers.
It's also reverse now.
You have to make me a list, Kayla.
Well, she's a badass bitch. Like,
Yeah, those are the ones I like.
Yeah, Mindfuck series is good for that one.
I have seen that one too.
I haven't read that one, and everybody's going crazy over it lately. I need to do that.
I finally read Caught Up. I wasn't going to. I read it today.
Oh.
I wasn't going to because I didn't care for Lights Out. No,
Yeah.
I'm that one person that did not care for it. And JJ kept telling me I need to go in with my mind open. Holy crud.
Really?
Yes.
I have
So
heard.
much different. Great banter. So much different. Friends to enemy to lover. It starts out where, yeah, it's an enemy to lover. I would be careful not, it is an NSFW kind of book. So be careful where you read it if you're listening to it.
I have heard that if you liked the first one, most people didn't like the second one. But if you found the first one a little iffy, everybody liked the second one.
Mm-hmm. Because the second one is more your, the first one was funny, lighthearted. It wasn't the dark romance everybody that it was made out to be. The second one is definitely a dark romance. It's a dark romance. It has a hint of BDSM. Actually, it has a shit ton of BDSM in it. It's got a lot of exhibitionism in it.
Hello.
If you guys could see my face right now.
I'm imagining your face. There's two faces right now I can imagine you having.
It's the blushing one.
That's the one I was going with. There's a lot. Oh, yeah. Nevessa Allen made this one so much better. I will say she wrote this book for the ones that didn't like the first one.
Aw.
Because it is completely opposite. It's not the whole, it's got the sweetness in it, but you have to be noticing it. But yeah, it's a good one.
So our book club book is an Enemies to Lovers.
Wait, we have a book?
Yeah.
What are we
Yes.
supposed to be reading, Cyber King? God, do you not check Discord?
I don't. I'm sorry.
I'm guilty of it too, Deb.
There's a poll up right now that you both need to vote on.
Okay.
Yeah, I already did.
Like on what to read?
No. We already voted on that.
Oh.
So it says that so I looked it up and it says that there are different kinds of tropes. So some common tropes are forbidden love, enemies to lovers, power imbalance, captor, captive, obsession, that would be my favorite, taboo relationships, dark anti-heroes, and revenge are the most
Okay.
common.
I really love the anti-hero.
And that one is, this trope involves characters who are not traditional heroes but are still compelling and attractive. These characters may have a code of conduct that is consistent with their own morals, and they may be willing to do whatever it takes to protect and love their partner. Aww.
Biggest example, the Lord series.
Aww.
The Lord series, they're anti-heroes. They're not great guys. They really are
No.
not great guys.
Yeah.
They have murder and mayhem all
But
about
when
it.
they love wholly.
Mm-hmm. And they will do anything for the person they love. They'll go against their lords. They go against they don't care because this is life for them.
Maybe that's it then. Maybe that's it for me. Cause if you, like, when you compare it to, yeah, that's it. Whatever it takes to protect and love their partner. Yeah. Then enemies to lovers is self-explanatory.
Yeah. I like the obsessive.
The obsession one says, this trope involves a character who is intensely focused on another character, often to the point of being possessive or controlling. The obsession the obsession can lead to a dangerous and intense relationship.
Haunting Adeline.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the obsession.
I like the combination of obsession and anti-hero.
Yeah. But even in movies, I love a great anti-hero.
Yeah, I like anti-hero, but I just, when they get too obsessed, I don't like that.
Yeah. And that's where the too obsessed is your stalker romances, it's almost dangerous. They sneak into your house. And again, Haunting Adeline.
Ew, no.
They do all the things that they fight against.
Yeah, not that kind of. Not to that degree.
But yeah, a good anti-hero, I'm definitely 100% for.
I don't know. Also, forbidden love sounds good. Like, this trope involves a relationship that is deemed unacceptable by society, family, or other external forces. I'm thinking elemental forces, right? The stakes are high, and the lovers must navigate obstacles and opposition to be together. This trope emphasizes the strength and resilience of love in the face of adversity.
That is the best known one for that one is Romeo and Juliet. It's a forbidden love. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, that one ended up in death, but.
Yeah. God.
But that is the best known forbidden love.
What is?
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, yeah.
So tragic. Our kids have to read that in high school.
I did too.
I watched the movie by Baz. It was great. I didn't read the book.
I like the Leonardo Claire Danes one.
Yeah. So good. The soundtrack to that, oh, I was obsessed,
Ooh.
you guys. I was obsessed.
Yes.
Even
Me too.
now when it comes on, I'm like, I get transported back.
Wouldn't Jane Eyre be a forbidden love because he's her boss?
So that is a power, so maybe, I don't know. The other one is power imbalance. This trope involves a significant power dynamic between the characters, such as a boss, employee, student, teacher, age gap, rich, poor, etc. The power imbalance can create tension and conflict, and the characters must navigate the relationship while dealing with the challenges of the power dynamic.
So, like, a couple of your mafia romances, and not the power one, but the one where it's two different families, and he falls in love with the enemy's daughter.
Mm.
That's a forbidden love.
Mm.
Oh, Zodiac Academy. I'm going to do a spoiler in here. Spoiler alert. Zodiac Academy, when they decided when
Oh, let
Hazelnut
me
was
close my
talking.
ears, let me close my ears. Okay. Oh.
Hold on. I'm not going to say names or anything else. I'm just going to
Mm.
say what happens. So
Mm.
when they reject each other, when they went and did that whole thing, and then still managed through, all the turbulence and everything, they still managed to be together.
God, I loved him.
Huh?
Ayla loved him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
That to
doesn't.
me is another forbidden love
So sad.
because of that. He's also an anti-hero because he was a douchebag until you figured out why.
There's always that story of why.
Well, and a lot of the enemies to lovers is like that.
Yeah.
So what do you guys, so right now, enemies to lovers is like the big thing, right?
Yeah, I would
It's
say
everywhere. It's
probably in
everywhere.
almost every single book that I read, at least.
Yeah. What do you think is going to be like the new up and coming trend? What do you think is going to be the new one?
Honestly, I think for people, it's not really about for readers. I don't think it's actually about the trend unless they write something completely new with something that's never been read before.
I think if people were just going on tropes, I think maybe age gap, because a lot of the new movies that are coming out, it's an older woman with younger men.
Yeah, like, what is that
That's
one with Anne
interesting.
Hathaway?
Oh, yes. Oh, shoot.
And he's
Yeah,
a
she's
band
Well,
in love
member.
with the
I can't
rock
remember
star
his
guy.
name. Yeah.
so that's exciting potentially for us older women.
I have a problem with some of the age gaps because I don't think they need to do the 40-year-old with the 18-year-old. Now, once they
Ew.
hit their late 20s, sure.
Ew.
I'm sorry, this is
Ew.
why
I
I
can't
freaking
say
hate
nothing because I
Credence.
can't say much because I was 20 with a 44-year-old. Now, mind you, I was young and dumb, and I left him and married my first husband, 9 years older than me. So I have a thing about the difference in the age if they're still in the teenage years. I honestly think that even my thing with the 20 and 44-year-old, I should have been older. That was on him. I mean, it was on me, but he should have been adult enough and not let me go into that because I was a kid. That's as much on him as it is on me, but there's a difference in the adult situation. But if they're getting to that age where, like, my best friend and I, when we dated, I was 25, then we dated again when I was 28, and then we realized we can't be together, and he is, today, I'm 42, and he is 53. My baby daddy is 54, so I like a age gap. I
Me
just have to
too.
be very careful because there is a boundary.
Well, and I also think like I too married someone 20 years older than me. And I think that there is a difference between what, at least in my experience, younger women and older men, because
Yes.
men mature differently than women.
Yeah.
And so I think that, there's a little bit of a leeway there.
Which, speaking of my best friend, y'all missed my lunchtime live. He was actually on it, talking to people.
Oh, Pete was there?
Yes.
Oh man. I can't do that right now. I've got too much going on.
I know. I just thought I would tell y'all. He was actually on camera.
Well, tell him I missed him. I'm sorry I missed him. He's gonna have to come back.
I will let him know. And he can't be in my later lives because he's at work. So
Yeah.
That's why
I'll
I
see if
couldn't do Credence, because the whole age thing, she was way too young, and she just lost her family, and it was like he was preying on her hurt. I just could not.
and I think a lot of it also has to deal with being a parent.
Yes, I
I think
100%
when you're younger, you don't. I think when you don't have kids, you don't think about it.
That brings up another thing, like men who want to be called daddy, who have children. This
that
bothers me
creeps
to
me
no
out.
end.
Yeah.
I got cold
Like
chills just her saying
it
that.
didn't at all when I was younger, right? But now it absolutely
Well,
just gives
okay.
me the ick.
It gives me the ick, and it has been going on for more years than anybody would ever know, the whole BDSM thing, because it's such a cliche. Until 50 Shades of Grey, or actually even before then, I want to say Lady Shatterley's Lover probably
Oh,
brought it in more. And that's how old is that book?
Old.
yeah.
Or the Kama Sutra, where it shows that things are okay, but it's still a taboo thing. It's getting to be more so not taboo since the internet. Cause yeah, I've been around that for a long time. But the whole daddy thing, it gives me an ick. Cause I'm sorry, I call my dad daddy.
Right.
And I can't do that. I will say sir. I won't even say master though, cause I have a thing about that. I will say
That's
sir all
gross.
day long. You want me to call you sir? Sure.
I don't
But
think
I'm not
sir
doing
is a
it.
sexual thing. Like, that's
And
just a
I also like don't think that it would bother me maybe even as much if a man didn't have children. But like once a man has a child, it gets into like a whole new realm. And I don't know how, and maybe it's my woman brain, maybe it's my brain specifically. I cannot separate the two.
Oh, no, I think it's just, it might be a female perspective on it, but no, I agree with you. I can't. That is
Master.
probably,
No.
We all agree on something. Look at that.
What?
yeah.
That's great.
For me, it's the daddy and the master. I can't do either one of those because I'm nobody's bitch.
I cannot imagine anybody like, yeah, no, I would like turn around and walk right the fuck away.
Exactly. You want me to call you what? Well, let me tell you. Yeah, no. Not happening.
Because the whole like, and this is actually getting a little bit off topic, but like the divine feminine and the divine masculine, like equal power
Yes.
and equal give and take, like it is all equal, and we have to respect each other, what we both bring to the table.
Yeah.
So Yeah, just masters giving up your sovereignty, and that just is gross.
Exactly. When I was riding with bikers, they have a property patch that you wear, right? If you're a female and you're with somebody, you don't technically have to be married, but you wear a property patch if they so choose to respect you enough for that. If you become their old lady.
So that's like claiming.
Yes. And I never wanted that because I had an issue against the word property.
Right?
I'm like, you can put on there, I am so-and-so old lady, and I would have been okay with that because it doesn't feel like you're claiming me. You're just defining, okay, she's with him, don't touch her.
Yeah, I don't know if I mind the whole claiming part, but the owning.
Yeah. And the property, that sounds like they own you. And
Do males wear them too?
Nope.
Well, that wouldn't
Males
work
do
for
not
me.
wear a property patch, just the female.
He'd have to wear a patch that said like Deb's bitch or something if I'm wearing a property patch.
If he wore one too, I would have been more okay with it.
Yeah.
Because then it would have been like a ha-ha between us. And I would have been okay. But that whole, and I got it. They did explain it to me, and I still, unless a certain biker club was around, I didn't wear a property patch. Now, that certain biker club did come around because they were dangerous. Yes, I wore my property patch because they were not touching me.
That's scary.
Yeah. But that's where club rules versus, other things differ.
Well, since we're talking about bikers, would that be a trope?
Yeah, actually, motorcycle clubs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Love a good biker romance. Love it. But I think that's because I relate to it.
All you got to do is go to a biker festival. You don't need
Right?
It's a
We
book
have
laying
something
out in
called
front of your eyes.
yeah, we have something
Let's
called the
go.
boogie here, and I've been here for 20 plus years, and even when I was younger, I refused to go because I've heard crazy stories.
Like the books we read, just in real life.
It's all on display, like everybody.
There were a few rallies and stuff that I've gone to, and yeah.
There's one in
It
Ohio.
was
I can't remember the name of
Sturgis is right there.
it.
We have a Lone Star rally here.
Of course, I went when I was 18, too young to see all that stuff.
Yeah, I feel like I probably saved my life in a lot of ways by just not doing certain things.
I will say that yes, I saw and did a lot of things at that time, but they saved me from a lot of things.
Yeah.
So if it wouldn't be for them, they're like another family to me. As a matter of fact, I have a 60th birthday of one of the president's wife to go to in a couple of weeks. And that's how, I still talk to a lot of them despite I'm no longer married into it. Actually, he's no longer the president. He retired. But
This
yeah.
reminds me of, so I was dating someone when I was younger, I don't know, mid-20s or so, and there was a waitress, horrible waitress, by the way, cannot do that job. And he was adorable, and I was totally taken. Anyway, he was Ignat. He had a really great personality. So, we went out on a date one night, and he was like, I've got a surprise for you. And I'm like, okay, that's great. And so we went out, and he took me to this like abandoned building. Okay. And this abandoned building, we walk in, and there's it's dark, and there are tables set up, and there's a bar, like a pop-up bar, right? Like you see at weddings. and it's dimly lit. And he starts to introduce me to people, and I'm meeting people, and I'm very, very friendly, and not like too overly friendly. And I have
Where's the story going?
I have one drink,
For
and
him.
he's like, okay, why don't you follow me? We're gonna take a tour. And so we walk around, and so we walk through the doors from the front room, and he starts taking me around to room 1, and room 1 has like a sex swing in it. And then
To a sex club?
room 2 has like a glory hole. And I was like, what the hell is that? And he had to explain all of these things to me, right? And there was one room that had like a window, a glass window, and then there was another room. Like there was just all of these things. Anyway, he brought me out, and he sat me down again with this couple, and I was just shaking my head throughout the whole room. There were like 17, maybe 20 rooms, and I was just shaking my head, like nodding, and I was thinking to myself, I don't like this person. That's not enough for this, and or any of this. And we come back out. The couple is like, "Oh my gosh, what did you think?" They were so excited, and only now do I understand why. But but I remember I turned to him, and I was like, I really want you to take me home right now. I am not into this stuff. This is not who I am. And I never got to experience that in its fullest. Speaking of crazy things, that was probably one of the wildest things I have ever had happen to me.
Well, I would
Okay.
say so.
Yeah, that was,
Okay.
but I'm so thankful that he actually took me home. I could have been in a situation where I wasn't able to go home, and I'm so thankful for that. We never spoke again, which, is fine, but that could have ended really differently.
Yeah.
That could have. Which I'm not gonna lie, I would love, and I think only because I read so much of those kind of places that I would love to go and just see. Maybe not touch or do any of that stuff. Just go and see.
Yeah,
I don't even want to drink. I'm gonna drink water the whole time I'm in there because I want to experience. I want to see. I don't want to experience. I want to see it
Yeah.
because I keep reading about these kind of clubs and places, and I would love to go and just check it out. Cause like your window, that a lot of times your window is so you can watch others because they like the exhibitionism.
Yeah.
Some people like to watch, and I think it would just be kind of cool.
Well, I mean, at that
One
age,
time
I had
experience.
not read any of the books. I didn't know any of this stuff. I was like still in Cinderella land where the prince kisses
Yeah.
it totally caught me off guard. I was like, this happens? What is this?
That's crazy scary.
Yeah, it was. It was. But luckily it turned out fine.
Yes. I'm glad it did.
Yeah, me
I was
too.
sitting there going, oh my God, the different things that could have happened.
I know. But only now, like, it didn't even occur to me. I think we took ecstasy beforehand. Like, but it didn't even occur to me that like something would have been in my drink. I'd been dating a guy, I don't know, maybe a month or so.
Yeah.
It didn't,
And you would think that was something he would have figured out a way to maybe nonchalantly or even just straight up go and say, hey, would you be interested in going to something like
hey,
this?
maybe I was that,
Naive.
well, most certainly that still, but I definitely, like, maybe he just got those vibes off of how I was. I don't know. I really don't
I don't
know,
know.
but yeah, you would have thought.
Yeah, you would have thought. That's one of those, like, I could see, I still don't,
So what
even
trope
now,
is
just
that?
knowing you the little bit I know of you, that is not someplace I think you would be comfortable in.
No.
Right. Yeah. Maybe he just thought maybe if he took, or if I had something in my system and then he took me and I would see it and I would be like compelled to try it. I don't know.
So weird.
But it was a fun experience, and I think that one right there was just kind of like that opened my eyes into a lot of things. Like, okay, don't drink when you're going to a place you don't know, even if you feel uncomfortable, because who knows what could be in there.
Yeah.
And like, ask where you're going and make sure to text someone where you're going and
Yes.
share your map with someone.
Have a life 360 on with somebody.
Something, yeah.
But back
An
then, we didn't have
AirTag on
that.
you.
Yeah, you probably
Hmm?
didn't have that stuff.
Back then,
No,
we
we
Yeah.
didn't
didn't.
have any of that.
Mm-mm.
True, but there's always been the phone call. Call the restaurant. Call this place. Call this place.
Yeah. I think maybe the one saving grace was that I worked with him. And so
Did that make
maybe
your
that
work relationship awkward?
no, well, no. So he ended up, I remember we got different shifts, which was fine. That worked. But then I remember he ended up getting back with his ex-girlfriend,
You probably liked
which,
that place.
right, exactly. She was more of his cup of tea, which is good for them. Good for them. But no, I didn't work the same shift as him. And it worked out just fine. Although I was a terrible waitress, you guys, terrible waitress. I like to talk too much. I like to learn about people too
So
much.
you'd
And
be standing at a table for 45 minutes.
exactly. And the bosses, they're just like, no, you just need to get their stuff and go. And I'm like, but they had a story to tell.
Yeah, I can.
Well, this has been enlightening.
For sure.
Little bit
Got to learn a little bit
information.
about each of us while discussing tropes.
Yeah. Yeah.
True. Dad's still on the fence with hers.
Yeah, I don't know which would be my favorite.
I was just about to say, did we ever get your favorite?
I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite right now.
She's just sick of enemies to lovers.
Yeah, I think I've read too many of those, but I guess it's in every book, but it doesn't have to be the focus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I hear Enemies to Lovers, I think of that song. I can't even remember what his name is, but he was like a R&B singer. Lovers and Friends.
Mm. There's that one, and then what's the other one? Oh,
Let me see.
I don't know, but I'm gonna find it and I will send it to you, Joe, because it's not gonna be in my head.
This is constantly in my head. And I
All
have
right, now
no.
I have Pete. Pete started playing "Why Can't We Be Friends" in the morning, and it stays in my head all day long.
Good old Pete.
Usher. Usher is the song.
Yes.
Usher and Lil Jon. And the East
Okay,
Side Boys.
so Usher was down here. He's part of one of the plants not far from my house, and he was down here, and the only thing I could think of is, oh my God, if I saw him, I'd melt because the dude is hot as can be.
Hmm.
Like, he's smart, he's intelligent, he's all this other stuff, but he is so hot that I would just melt.
He never ages.
He doesn't.
He looks the same since like the 90s.
I think Nellie's hot.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
could see that you like a little rough around the edges.
I like the bad boy type, so of course I do.
I don't know if he's so hot per se, but I find his character and his personality attractive, but not enough to like, I wouldn't. But 50 Cent, I think, is fun.
Yes. And now he's here in Houston.
Oh, nice. Everybody's in Texas.
Yeah, they are really.
That's a fun.
Ah,
This is the flooding. All those stars that went to Texas to help.
That's nice though.
Yeah.
All right, ladies, it's been fun. If you're listening, join us next week. I don't know what we're talking about yet, but
That's what I was just going to ask you.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
We'll take you on an adventure.
I think we should talk about fantasy versus romantasy.
They're one and the same in my book.
Yeah.
So there is a difference,
There
and
is,
we could
yeah.
discuss that next week.
I mean, but Deb, what do you think?
You done got me fired up, Laya.
Because I'm with Kay. I think they're like the same.
Well, it depends on the book you're reading.
Yeah.
Mm.
I get what Laya's saying, but for me, romantasy's where it's at.
So,
Oh,
fairies and
I
stuff
am.
and romantasy
Yeah.
and not in the other?
So
Oh,
you have your fantasy, and that's the reason why I said talk about it next week, because I need to remember the authors I used to read, because I would read straight up fantasy,
yeah.
where there's some kind of world building, and there's a war, and there's dragons and mages and all the fun stuff, but there was no love interest. It was just, we need to see the dragons.
What? There's no love interest.
Fantasy.
That's why it's
Romantasy.
fantasy.
No,
Then
there's got to be some kind of love interest.
Well,
Then
like,
there's the
okay,
romantasy, which is your Fourth Wing, Zodiac Academy. I could sit here and name a bunch, and all of a sudden my brain froze. But yeah,
Even in like the Lord of Rings, the ring was the romance.
but it's not a romantasy. That is a fantasy.
yeah, it and Game of Thrones are fantasies.
Yeah.
All right, let's save it for next week, ladies.
Okay, talk soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.